Vishy, 2 games have been completed at the World Championship. You have been looking at them at such close quarters. You think the match is exciting? What are your thoughts on it?
Yes, very much. As I tweeted today morning, I feel that both of them are getting to where they want to be. So Magnus is constantly surprising Jan and making him think very early. I think Magnus feels that that's the way to put pressure on Jan. And from Jan's perspective, he's able to deal with that and he's getting chances. And I think for both of them, that's positive. So in a funny way, it's getting exciting because what you want is the probability of a decisive result somewhere. And I think they're creating chances, and that's exciting.
And this move knight a5 in game 1 and knight e5 by Magnus, both these moves relatively lesser played there were more popular moves in that position. Can that be a strategy in general to divert as soon as possible, because Jan might have great preparation with supercomputers and so on?
Yes, in general you want to find something unusual to surprise someone. You can't surprise someone with the main move. So as I said, I think Magnus wants them to think at an early stage, and that's what he's trying to provoke. He's done this with both games actually, white and black, and that's a very clear trend in this match already.
And you commentating here, how is your experience? Is it tiring? You look very happy while commentating. You look fresh, but is it tiresome?
It's not. It would be quite amazing for me to say that I'm getting tired or something, because it's just talking about the game and analyzing and banter. But somehow, by the time I go home, I'm quite sleepy. So I think also because you are following the game and you're caught up in the emotions, it's not quite as bad as playing the game, but you are emotionally intact.
A lot of people are enjoying your commentary along with Anna. They say that because you're not using the engines, you're just thinking on your own, there's so many possibilities, and you're guessing a lot of the moves that Magnus is going to play. Of course there are many probabilities that you would think, but the first thought that comes to your mind usually is what they are playing. Is it because you've played so many games with him and so on?
I thought as a strategy, if I was struggling to find the moves at the board, just like the players, then that would convey what is going on to the audience. And so it's quite lazy. And I think once you switch on the engine, you can't switch it off. Once you know that some move wins by force, you don't see anything.
The intrigue is gone, yeah.
Yes, but the audience misses all the... And as much as possible, I think, by trying to think for myself, and by the way, we have a good engine here, but I don't use it. By trying to think for myself, I hope at least the audience sees a little bit of what the players are going through. So, a position may look good, and both of us, Anna and me, may say, oh, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good, but how shall we continue? That's still a debate. In a better position, you still have to know how to continue.
Yes.
So, I'm happy if it's working.
Yeah,
so that was the idea in a way.
Yesterday, knight e5 was...
I had no idea how to start, but I thought that's a good place to start.
Absolutely. Yesterday, knight e5 was played, and if you look at the engine, the evaluation instantly drops. But when you're looking at it, it looks like an interesting move at first, and then you have to play accurately.
That's exactly right. Because once you know the engine says it's a dubious move, you don't take it seriously. But for me to pretend to be Jan, I have to pretend to be surprised.
Exactly.
I don't switch on the engine and think, what would I do here? Would I remember my prep and so on? Of course, Jan is better prepared than I am because I haven't been thinking, but nonetheless, you try to convey that. So that's what I'm trying.
Fascinating. And Vishy, your prediction for today's first move by Jan, as you said, he would play e4. In game 1, it turned out to be true. Do you think he will divert or he will go? Because
of this funny scheduling, which is 3 games instead of 2, which like it used to be, I think it makes more sense for Jan to repeat e4.
So he doesn't have a rest day in between.
He doesn't have a rest day, but he's already prepared e4. That is, everything else Magnus could do, he has gone over once.
Right.
And they have a specific target. I think if he's going to deviate in the first move, that should be for later. It doesn't make sense today. On the other hand, there are arguments for both sides. He can get d4 over and now as well, and then before a rest day, he has information on both lines. But I'm going to go with e4.
Okay. Thank you, Vishy, for being here and for all the insights you provide. It's fun following the World Championship with you.
Thanks a lot.